Good afternoon, viewers. We are here at the Dwight York Stadium a couple of days before the start of the 2020 National Secondary School Championships. It's historic. This year, the championships have been held in Tobago for the first time ever. And we're going to be speaking with two members of the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Track and Field Association, the president, Joseph Brewster, and his executive. They are here in Tobago to finalize preparations and get all in place for the championships. Mr. Brewster, good afternoon. Welcome to Tobago Sports Live. Tell us, with couple days before the championships, tell us, you all are here on the ground. What you all have been able to put together so far since you all are here?
Well, good afternoon. Since we're here, we've been holding different meetings just to finalize everything. The preparation is a lot. The logistics is even bigger than that. We have some schools, 4 schools coming in this afternoon, and the rest of them coming in over CN tomorrow. We have one coming in just after that. But basically, we have been putting together everything. It's going good so far. It's a lot of work, but we're hoping that the occasion, when it really unfolds itself on Wednesday, would be one that would be quite memorable, not only for Tobago, but for Trinidad as well. Seeing this destination as somewhere they'd want to come to not just relax, but for sport as well.
Do you know the schools are coming in today?
Yeah, there are 4 schools coming in today, I believe. Well, I don't have the list with me, but we see them when they come in. We have the list.
What has been the mood, the expectations? Has there been anxiety, excitement by the Trinidad schools to come here?
They are really, really anxious to come. We have had, students from Trinidad who have never been to Tobago, and it's an occasion for them to come across and see a new place. Like I told them in one meeting, that when you at this stadium, you're in a different place because the tracks are all blue. So it's the atmosphere, the excitement is really, really high right now.
You all were in Tobago a couple of times previously, last week and before Carnival. Tell us about your visits here, all leading up to this week's championships.
Well, it's good to talk on phone, but really and truly, when you meet people in person, you get a lot more done. So we made visits to the THA, to the stadium here. We visited other stakeholders, and really and truly, we are set to have a bumper games.
All right, Joseph Brewster, president of the Secondary Schools Track and Field Association. He has to run off now, other commitments, and we're going to be speaking with his secretary, Assistant Secretary, Mr. Andy Joseph. Tobago Sports Live, Evolving Sports in Tobago. It's the 2020 Secondary Schools Track and Field Championships. Fire on trucks, if I'm not mistaken. On the trucks. Thank you very much, Mr. Brewster.
Thank you.
We are speaking here, welcome back viewers. We are speaking here with Mr. Andy Joseph, Assistant Secretary of the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Track and Field Association. It's the annual Secondary School Championships, first time here at the Dwight York Stadium, first time in Tobago. So Andy, tell us about the events. Events on the 2 days. Let's give us a part of the formality part, not just the running, but the whole, what's going to happen other than the running on the day of the championships.
Okay, this year we chose to change the format a bit, in that we would start the day with some of the preliminaries, some of the heats. We will break for the opening ceremony around midday, a little after lunch, and then continue with some of the finals on the first day of the championships.
All right. On average, you all have any idea in terms of the numbers we're expecting this year, schools as well as students?
Okay, we have registered about 90 schools. I think over 70 will be actually coming to the games, and we envisage that we would have about 700 students coming from Trinidad. So the total complement could be very close to 1,000 students.
All right. And your expectations, first time you have been involved in the administration secondary school for a little while now, coming to Tobago, your expectations?
Well, I think it will broaden the horizons of all the athletes in Trinidad and Tobago. First of all, for the Tobago athletes, they'll be running at home, they'll be competing at home, they would have that home support, And so that kind of rivalry will be great. Also, the athletes that coming from Trinidad now, it would be most of them would have competed at home and would not have had competition outside of Trinidad. For many of them, it would be the first time competing in an event such as this, away from home, and that kind of experience can go a long way to develop their athletics future.
All right, and events like this, no doubt, you have to partner and collaborate with other entities. Who are some of your stakeholders, sponsors for this year's championships?
Okay, well, of course, we have to start with the Ministry of Education because our association is under their authority. Other stakeholders have been the THA, who has helped tremendously with getting our games organized and helping with some of the logistics in Tobago. Some of the other financial sponsors would be like Blue Waters. We had some assistance from the Prime Minister's Fund. We also had B-Mobile coming on board with us. And some of them give in small ways and some of them others give in big ways. We have also partnered with the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago in that they gave concessions for students to come from Trinidad for return for $25. I mean, this is a great help because most of the students are above the age where they get a concession, and so they would have had to pay the full fare. So return fare for $25, I think, is a blessing to us and all of the athletes in Trinidad and Tobago.
And speaking of fare, what's the cost of entry for the championships?
Cost of entry is $50. $50 per person.
Is that for one day or 2 days?
For 1 day,
Okay.
for each of the days. And if it's a student in full uniform, it's free to all students in uniform.
And where can we follow the championships social media online?
Tobago Sports Live.
Yes, but getting results and etc.
Okay, they will be posted at our website, TTSSTFA website, and we have a Facebook page as well.
All right, Mr. Andy Joseph, Assistant Secretary of the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Track and Field Association. We are talking the 2020 edition of the National Secondary School Track and Field Championships. Fire on the tracks here at the Dwight York Stadium. Wednesday, 11th March, Thursday, 12th March, starting time 10 a.m. You don't want to miss it. It's the 2020 edition, first time ever in Tobago. Tobago Sports Live, evolving sports in Tobago.